Hello, welcome back for today's our important lesson about the best practice for agricultural farmers to share the world economic power like oil owners, technology companies from the advanced countries like USA, Europe, Japan, Korea, Chinese, and OPEC nations lesson for Africa farmers. The, this is a strategic comparison showing how agricultural production can build economic influence on comparable to the leading sectors such as oil technology and advanced manufacturing. The goal is not to copy this industry directly, but to apply the principle behind this success story. Now, our topic can have the global economic powers of the name of some countries, source of their economic power, and best practice lesson for Africa farmers and the expected outcome. The OPEC oil producer are their source is control of oil supply, and best practice is coordinate production and negotiate collectively. So Africa can form strong farmer cooperative in regional community alliance, and the expected outcome is better bargaining power and a stable price. So USA technology company, European Union, Japanese, Korea, Chinese, Singapore, Netherlands, Israel, and Brazil. So their economic source of power is for USA innovation and intellectual property, Europe high quality standard and value addition, Japanese precise agriculture and efficiency, South Korea government support and farmer education, Chinese large scale production and infrastructure, Singapore agricultural technology despite limited land, Netherlands world second largest agricultural exporter, Israel water efficient agriculture, and Brazil a large commercialization farming. The best practice is including coordinate production and negotiate collectively, invest in research, patents, and digital technology, strict food safety, traceability, and branding, mechanization, robotics, efficient land use, strong extension service and technology adoption, rural road irrigation, storage, processing industries, vertical farming and smart agriculture, high-tech greenhouse research partnership, drip irrigation and water recycling, and the last one is mechanization, export-oriented agri-business. So this all the nation for Africa is starting from form strong farmer cooperative and regional community alliance, develop improved seed varieties, irrigation, AI farming, and digital agriculture, produce certified organic fair trades and premium products, adopt precise farming, drones, sensor, and greenhouse production, increase agricultural training, digital skills and innovation center, invest in logistics, cold chain, warehouse and irrigation, promotes urban farming and controlled environment agriculture, strengthen collaboration between universities and farmers, expand irrigation, rainwater harvesting and drought resistance crop, develop commercial farming cluster and export corridor. This will have its own expected outcome, starting from better bargaining power and stable price, high productivity and export competitiveness, access to high value export markets, more production from limited land, skilled and productive farmer, reduced post-harvest loss and low cost, increased food security, high agricultural exports in climate resilience and year-round production, increase foreign exchange and earning. Okay, now strategic lesson for Africa can be summarized as strategic area best practice in the impacts, starting the strategic areas including farmer organization, value addition, branding, technology, finance, research, export, strategy, infrastructure, digital marketing, climate adoption. The best practice is a strong cooperative and producer union, process crop into a finished product, develop African brands for coffee, cacao, tea, fruits, spice, and so forth. All of the agricultural products. In terms of technology, AI, drones, satellite mapping, smart irrigation, agricultural bank, and affordable credit in terms of finance. Research is investing in agricultural research institutes, export strategy, export processed goods rather than raw commodities, infrastructure like road storage facilities, cold chains, ports, and so forth. Digital markets like online marketplace and mobile payment system. And lastly, climate adoption like sustainable farming, agroforestry, and water conservation, in addition to the pathological protection. So the impact can also include higher prices and strong negotiation power, major jobs and high income, great international recognition and premium price, increased yields and reduced production costs, greater investment in modernization, climate resilience in high yield crop variety, increased national income, reduced waste and improved market access, direct access to domestic and international buyer. Lastly, longer term productivity and environmental production. So a vision for Africa, if Africa countries coordinate agricultural production the way oil producing nations coordinate energy markets while combining this all like including the innovation of the United States, the quality standard of the European Union, the precise farming of Japanese, the education and technology adoption of South Korea, the manufacturing skills of Chinese, and the markets coordinating uh, demonstration by the OPEC country. So Africa could become the leading global supplier for food, processed agricultural products, and bio-based industries, rather than primarily exporting raw materials. So the long-term objective is to shift from selling raw agricultural products to build globally competitive agricultural value chain that creates wealth, employment, technological capability, and strong economic influences in the world. So this history is the very big critical points because Africa is now just major economies is depends on agricultural sectors. So millions of the peoples also still depends on agricultural sectors, even within selling the raw materials. So this all is still the continent bottleneck in order to be just skyrocketing from this old traditional economic sector into the technology owned supported sector within the global. Then the African cultural sector will be very important and influential to the world people. And thank you very much. See you soon.